Can you tell me about the second one, and obviously to get the team win?
Yeah, obviously 6-on-5 there. Thought all the guys made great plays. Picks, Hates, good job on the draw. Schmaltzy finds me in the middle and just tried to put it in and not miss.
The takeaway from this game, a lot of momentum shifts, kind of a roller coaster of up and down, but managing all of that. What can you say about how your group did that tonight?
Yeah, I think for the most part we stuck with it. Sometimes it is tough. We scored. There's TV timeouts. You're out of rotation a little bit, just trying to mentally stay locked in for the entire 60 minutes. And we had ups and downs, but I'm happy with how the guys fought. Just our mentality on the bench, the way we've picked each other up, and it's just been a positive group on the bench. And I think that helps out with that too when things kind of get crazy. So I think we gotta continue to do that.
Cooley's hat trick and Gunther assisting on all three. What did you see out of those two tonight?
Yeah, they're unbelievable players, and Cools is one of my favorites, and just the way he plays, his speed, skill, he can really do it all, and I believe in him so much. So it's great to see him get rewarded, and that's a heck of a period. 3-1, I think, in the first period. That's tough to beat, and it was pretty quick too.
First 5-game win streak in franchise history. What is working for this group to be determined and get these wins despite any changes in the game?
Yeah, I think we talked about a training camp. Just our group feels more mature this year. We have more confidence. We kind of know what to expect in Utah, how things are ran here. So I think just since day one of camp, we've all been excited, and not looking too far ahead. This is a win streak, but this league humbles you fast, and you have to continue to get better each and every day. And if you don't, you're gonna get beat, and it's gonna take a while to get out of it. So I think just trying to get better every single day.
I know we talked about the hat trick after the first, but all great goals. Did you have a sense of good feeling out of one of them? Have a favorite out of one of the three you had tonight?
I don't know. They all feel the same. It's obviously awesome scoring this league, and it was a great game. I thought we kind of let off a little bit in the second, and but overall it was a great team win.
Any feedback from coaches or teammates after that, either that period or the game, from the hat trick?
A little bit from the guys, but obviously super supportive. We got a lot of great guys in that locker room, and it's nice to contribute.
In terms of this game and the ebbs and flows of the momentum, what are you guys learning about each other with a game and a win like this?
Yeah, I think it was obviously a really good start to the first period. I think when you let off a little bit, though, it's the best league in the world. Guys are going to make plays, and when you let off even a second, they capitalize. But overall, I think in the third we obviously got a few big goals. Power play was pretty good, and hopefully keep that up.
Keller gets his 200th NHL goal tonight. What did you see out of his 2-goal performance?
Yeah, obviously he's an unbelievable player, a great leader for us, and I think just with his play, he's super competitive, and it gets us going. And that was a big goal. The empty netter was obviously huge to seal the deal, but I think it was the 5th goal, if I'm not mistaken. That was a big one and gave us a lot of momentum going into the next period.
Gunther, primary assist on all 3 of your goals in the hat trick. What was working with him tonight to connect so much?
Yeah, everyone talks about his shooting, but I think his playmaking is really underrated. I think we're really starting to figure out where each other likes to be, and I think it's going to continue to get better.
First 5-game win streak in franchise history. What confidence does that give this group, especially with a 4-point swing against a Central Division opponent tonight?
Yeah, it's big. Obviously beating Colorado, St. Louis, divisional opponents, like you said, it's obviously big. And, you can't get too high or too low in this league because, it'll come back to haunt you. And so just got to stay level-headed, keep doing what we're doing. Obviously there's stuff to clean up a little bit, but I think once we do that, it's going to continue to be good.
How do you build upon the momentum from today for the rest of this road trip, because it's a big one?
Yeah, it's nice to get off on the right foot. I thought, like I said, it was a great first period. The way we finished the game was obviously really good too. So there's a lot of key takeaways that we could take moving forward, and great team win, and we just got to keep moving forward here.
Blues really made a push in that third period, cut it to 1, and then that power play goal, you were standing right in front, providing some traffic in front. And how big was that goal by Nick, and how big was that response for this team moving forward to pull this thing out?
Yeah, it's huge. Just with our power play, I thought we started out a little slow in the season, and I think we've come up with some big time goals and with some big time moments. So that's something to build off of, and like you said, they had a push, but I think we weathered the storm pretty good and capitalized when we needed to.
Thanks, Cole.
Thanks, guys.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Obviously, a really good first period, not just in terms of scoring, the way we pass the puck, the way we break out, the way we forecheck. Really happy. A little bit of a setback in the second. Just sit back a little bit. We were not as aggressive as moving the puck and attacking, and I think was a good learning opportunity. But what I did like about our guys is we made key play at key moment. I think the goal of Keller at the end of the second and the power play goal in the third, I think every time they try to come back, we answer. So really happy about the character of the guys.
With Logan Cooley and his line, what have you seen from them in the ability to take coachable moments and learn from them and perform like they did tonight?
Like I always say, those guys are really competitive and they want to be really good. And we had some teaching moment from the last game, and they took it the right away, and they arrived tonight, and they have that kind of performance. I'm really proud of them.
And then as a whole, you guys never trailed, but there was obviously a resistance with the Blues. So that mentality to be able to protect the lead regardless of the outcome, what can you say about the group and their effort tonight?
Well, I think I like, first of all, it was not easy when they had to push back and they score goals, and it was not easy to stay composed, and our guys did. So we didn't feel panic. Obviously, some frustration, but no panic. So that was pretty mature on the bench.
Yeah, Keller mentioned the mentality is different from last year. Do you feel that tangibly?
Big time. Anything's totally different. We have a belief who's different. Like I said, adversity is part of the game, and there will be other teaching moment. There will be more adversity. There will be harder adversity. But there's nothing we can do about that. We need to live the day, and I think today was a positive one. I think the way we respond to adversity was good, and let's build off it and move on to the next.
Cooley had to physically stand his ground, especially in the first with the pressure they were putting against him down low. What are you seeing out of that side of his game?
Well, he's really strong physically. He's really strong in his battle. His balance is really, really good. And like I said, his competitiveness, I think, helped him a lot in that sense.
Fifth straight win, first time in franchise history. Even though this group isn't playing to its potential yet, it's still the start of the season, what are you seeing out of their push?
I think Keller is terrible. I think he's no. I think, to answer your question, I think we don't want to get caught up in the moment. We want to stay humble, and it's good we won 5, but let's appreciate the moment and let's move on to the next one.
Another power play goal tonight. What are you seeing develop?
Yeah, I think there were key moments. The 2 goals were an important one, and I think they did a really good job at moving the puck and stay with it and stay confident. And I think both of them, I think it's a good shot from Sergei.
2 straight games with defensemen scoring. What are you seeing out of the D-Corps getting more involved offensively?
Well, I think on the breakouts, especially the way they move the puck, talk about the first period, the way they apply the puck movement, and they support the offense, and they were in the right spot. So really happy about the progression right now.
Thanks.